Hello everyone, Leik here, and yes, we are about to record a Let's Play finally. I'll talk about me and the YouTube channel and stuff a little bit later, but first, this is the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, the Unity version. The GOG cut, the one that is on goodoldgames.com, which is one of my favorite what do you say, like, client of all time? Like, there's Steam with all the games, and then GOG with all the old games. So, I'm wearing my Daggerfall t-shirt to celebrate this. Let me actually go to full screen. Here we go, full screen. Let me put on the lights, because I'm wearing my Daggerfall t-shirt. I'm ready for this adventure. But before we begin, I just came home from the post office, the post house, post house, with a package that just kind of randomly arrived, and I thought this was going to be arriving like maybe 3 months from now or something. So if this is what I think it is, because it's kind of shaped like that, I mean, if this is the ink cartridge that I need for my ink pen, then they are really trolling me right now. But yeah, I'm gonna open this. For that, we need a mighty dagger. I don't think I could kill a fly with this. Alright, so... I know this is weird, like, Leik and hello, welcome to YouTube. Thank you. I have been playing some Daggerfall lately on stream. I've been streaming it. I jumped into the old game. I'm gonna show some footage now of the old game. This is the classic version of Daggerfall 1996 with all the pixels and jitterness and all the pixel glory that I love. But the new one, I'm gonna show footage again here. This is the Unity version. Which is basically just they changed the engine and stuff. There's a lot of technical stuff that I don't think I should go into because, honestly, like, what do I know? But all I know is now Daggerfall, the greatest Elder Scrolls game of all time, is now very, very playable in modern times, which is great. Actually, if this is what I think it is, I'm gonna be really careful with the knife. So, I think I should be able to open this right now. But yeah, basically, I have the Unity version, but I have it very faithful to the classic one. We have all the cool mods. We have, like, there's, like, bandit camps in the wilderness, and, like, castles and such are actual castles now instead of just being, like a small hobbit hole that you enter and then it's a huge castle. Stuff like that. There's more stuff happening in the world. There's, like, airships in the sky, which I'm not really sure, but I guess that's in the lore. There's like birds in the sky, and like when you go inside of an inn, everything is more like nice and clean and more stuff around. I have like 30 mods that are just quality of life stuff. A lot. I don't know why nothing is coming to mind, but I just have a lot. Like there's a lot. So I need to use the knife again. Why did I bring a vegetable knife? This knife is bad. Give me the knife again. Safety first. Wait, what? Candy? Peanut choco? And happy bears. And that's not all, actually. Oh my god. Daggerfall. What? But the thing is, this is not the English version. This is like Die Schriffen der Weisen. This is the German version. But honestly, like all the English versions that I saw cost like $400 or more. And I just said, you know what? No. Can't do that. Can't be dealing with that. And this one was, I think it was 120 plus a little bit of a shipping. And I'm glad. I'm glad, even though it's in German. But that's so cool. Got the manual. Everything is German, of course. But got the disc. Wow. And then the box. Here's the box. Look at that. And this is supposed to say, like, I guess, like what it said on the actual box. It was like, prepare for your new obsession, or something like that. Well, that's actually on the back here. So, man, I gotta put this somewhere in the background. But, okay, I digress. This has been too long. I just wanted to do a little bit of an unboxing because this just came when I went to the store. I was gonna come here and start recording this. And then this just was in the mail, and, I mean, it's just making me want to play the game even more. In German. Alright, let's, turn off the lights and enter gaming mode. Let me take the knife down. It's gonna be dangerous. Alright, hello everyone. Sorry about the beginning of this, but it was so unexpected that I had to go there to the post house office to get the package. And I know you're still laughing. It's in German, but if I ever would get the actual, like, the English version, if that would ever happen, then I can be like, hey, I also have it in German. But I think it's just so cool to own it. And yeah, I would like the English version, but costs ridiculous a lot of monies. Anyways, welcome to the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, and I am gonna try my best to keep this up a little bit. What I mean by a little bit, why not just go for it and keep it on? It's just, you'll see, it's that type of a game. It's a game that is a little bit better to jump in and do some dungeon crawling and adventures. It's not like Skyrim or Oblivion or Morrowind. Heck, Redguard even. You'll see what I mean when we jump into the game. And then, of course, like Leik and where are the vlogs and the reviews. Some stuff is ready, some stuff is planned, the script and all that. This is all the same stuff I always say, but me and my girlfriend, we are trying to have a baby. There's a lot of real life stuff here and there, and I go to work for 7 days, and then I have 7 days off, and I will admit, last night I played League of Legends and I watched a movie, and I was just kind of like idling around, just like not sitting down to record anything. But I was just kind of like enjoying myself. I was playing League of Legends. I was listening to a podcast at the same time. I went downstairs, chilling with my dog in the sofa, watching a movie. But I could have used those, like, what, 4 hours to sit down and record something. But I'm doing that right now. So let's actually jump into the game. I have a note here about a couple of things I want to talk about also in the character creation. So, this is the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, and in this game, you are only in this location, the Iliad Bay. This is all the game. But all this is as big as England. This is still one of the biggest games ever created. In Elder Scrolls 1 Arena, the entire map is unlocked for you, but it's yeah, it's the first game, and I'm not really gonna explain it. I love the first game, don't believe me, but don't believe me. Believe me, please. But that's something for another time, because I will definitely do like a little bit of a let's play of the first game, or like an hour off or something. Anyways, I am gonna go and pick elsewhere, because a Khajiit was the first race I picked ever, and usually when I don't know what to pick, I just click on the Khajiit. So yes, I'm a male. It's really crazy when you go into custom class and you can just, this is one of the best systems in any game ever made to make your own custom class, but oh, I guess I have to now. No. But I am, for this let's play, I am gonna be a bard, because I've never tried that class, and I just kind of wonder how it is. I'm kind of going a little bit quick through some of these things. You can always pause the video if you want to read this, but there are some other things that we're gonna read. They're a little bit more important. This, for example. My webcam is covering this and that. It's quite difficult when you have a webcam where to place it, but I'll just read it if it's covering it. So here we go. Basically now I'm picking answers from my backstory, and that will infect how I start the game. So, what school of magic have you been studying the most? I'm gonna go with destruction, because I do want to cast fire spells and arcane missiles and all that stuff, but also heal. As a child, my nickname was Rabbit, Scrapper, Quicksilver, or Monkey. I'm gonna go with Scrapper. You have a certain degree of training with a short blade, axe fighting, archery, hand-to-hand combat, blunt weapons, or long blade. I'm gonna go with, maybe we can be a little bit different. A bard that uses, like, a blunt weapon. Whenever you had a chance growing up, you like to spend time socializing with aristocrats. Aristocrats? No idea what that is. Practicing acrobatics, swimming, sparring, learning economics, learning street smarts. I kind of like that, street smarts. That's kind of a bard thing. What thieving skill have you been studying the longest? Dodging, backstabbing, pickpocketing, critical hit. I'm gonna go with lockpicking. Given your choice of reward, you would like to, it's really important to pick the bunny dagger, because there are some enemies, like the imp and enemies in the world, that you have to have different types of weapons. Of course, we can buy the ebony daggers in a store somewhere or whatever, but I mean, I think the ebony dagger is better than just some ruby. Maybe I can sell the ruby for something. An amulet, a silver staff, or a book, or like 200 gold pieces. I'll pick the ebony dagger. What motivates me into a life of adventure? I'm gonna go with knowledge. What god, if any, do you worship? I usually go with Juliana's God of Logic, because that is one of the developers of the game, Julian Lafay, who is the godfather of the Elder Scrolls. The father of the Elder Scrolls. That's basically like a lot of like beta testers back in the day and devs put themselves into the game, which is super cool. And I'm gonna go with Julianus. You have the most trouble resisting poison, getting along with others, resisting magic, staying awake and alert, avoiding diseases, fighting without magic. Avoiding diseases, I guess. Since childhood, you have saved a buckler. Wait, I think it's a small shield. Hopefully I'm not wrong. You are friendlier than most with harpies, dragons, daedra, centaurs, mischievous imps. I'm gonna go with giants, because I'd rather be friends with them than they stepping on me and killing me in one blow. You are intimate friends with a monk, a rogue, an assassin, a mage, or a warrior. I'm gonna go with a mage, because as a bard I can cast some spells, and I'm just gonna go with that. So basically, before I name myself, I'm actually gonna go now. I'm gonna name myself Lix. Because I want to talk about Gix G17. I'm probably gonna put some footage on top now with some videos from Gix. But yeah, in back in 2000 and I think it was 2010, like a year before I started streaming. I think it's 2010. I came across Gix G17. I'll try to have this as brief as possible. So I was working in a small village where I used to live, and I was trying to get to know the people that I was working with. We were like mowing lawns and such. And one of the guys, I was trying to get people to like talk about stuff, and I was talking to the guys about like Fallout 3 because I just discovered Fallout 3, my first Bethesda game. Actually, my first Bethesda game was Redguard, but I didn't know it at the time. Way back. But the first game that I actually played was Fallout 3. And I told this friend of mine there that, hey, have you tried Fallout 3? It's so freaking cool. But he's like, I'm gonna stop you there, buddy. I'll rather play the one that has swords, magic, shields, and like medieval adventure. I was like, hold up, buddy. Tell me what that is. And he said, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I got myself that game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And because of Oblivion, I decided to go on YouTube and type the words for the first time. Let's play Oblivion. The first one that popped up was Gix G17, and he is my favorite YouTuber of all time, even though he is not in the holy grail state like he was back then with all the viewer numbers, but we are still amount of people that are dedicated to watch whenever he uploads, and he's just such an amazing person. And I have played some games with him in the past, and I am really interested if I should maybe tell him or order him to join me on a podcast episode and talk about the good old days of old school classic Let's Playing. The beginning of the Let's Playing, because he is like top 5 the first Let's Players ever. And he was doing a Let's Play of Oblivion, and honestly, it's thanks to Gix that I'm even here talking in front of the camera with a mic, like 3 monitors and a light, and just being like interactive like this. It's completely all thanks to him. And then, of course, after that, there came Angry Video Game Nerds and all that stuff. But that's a story for another time. But with Gix, he was playing Oblivion, and I loved watching him play Oblivion. I loved playing Oblivion. But then he went back, and he tested out Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. That was amazing, and that's a video for another time, believe me. And then he went further back, and there he did it. Let's play Daggerfall. And that's how I got introduced to the second game. And I'm gonna say this again. This is the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall Unity. It's being run in the Unity engine, and you'll see, of course, when we jump in. And I'm gonna say sorry again, but I know probably I'm naming this episode like 00, and next episode will be 01, and then 02, then 03. Because this is more just me explaining, showing like what I got from the post office, and we're just kind of in character creation, even though I'm going really fast in character creation right now. But I'm naming my character Lix. And remember, I picked Khajiit. Khajiit is a cat race. But these are... I forgot the story behind this. The reason why they're not cats. There is a mod for it, but I wanted to be faithful. There are different types of Khajiits. There's the cat type, and then there's actual cats, just Khajiits that are just cats or mounts, but there are Khajiit. And there's many different types of Khajiit, and there's like this humanoid Khajiits, and I forgot about the story about this, but I mean, there's probably something about it online. So, yeah, the reason why they look like dudes is because they're just kind of half and half. Really strange. I'm gonna go with this guy. Let me see. I'm gonna try to put damage into... I know my webcam is covering this. All I want is my damage up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go with... what is it called? Persian... something? Streetwise. Basically, like, I want to be smart. I want to be talking with my mouth and making people believe me. I'm gonna go into stealth. Lock picking up to maybe 20. And destruction, let's make that up a little bit. And restoration. And this should be it. This is like how I want to play the game. Very highest, like, kind of like Skyrim or Oblivion, really high reflexes. But this game has, at least the mod that I have in the game, instead of me having to have to pick up my mouse and swing my mouse, that's how you actually fight in Elder Scrolls 1 and 2. You swing the mouse and you go left, right. When you put your mouse down, it goes like slash, and when you put your mouse forward, you stab. But I have a mod that just makes it random, and I just click the mouse and it just does it randomly. And to be able to do that and make it effective, even though sometimes it's not, they took the thing from Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, and there's dice rolls. I'm gonna put average. I don't want to mess with anything here. My name is Leik. I'm a Khajiit, a bard, and we're gonna have to watch this. Check this out.
400 years after Tiber Septim's reign, the beginning will meet the end, and the bloody circle will close at the Empire of Tamriel. The unworthy heirs of the Septim dynasty have allowed the bonds of the Empire to weaken and crack.
By the way, the book in the classic game did not look like this. It was barely readable and really pixelated.
Like neglected children, drunk with rebellion, and one indomitable power hides itself, but not forever.
Hell yeah. I've played this game too much. Way too much. Yes, I knew exactly when the flame was gonna appear.
But none may know of this meeting.
This is epic, by the way.
The nature of my trouble is darker still. Over a year ago, King Lysandus of Daggerfall died honorably on the field of battle. He was as loyal a subject, ally, and friend as you are. I did grieve for him, but his spirit does not rest. With a spectral army, he haunts his former kingdom, crying for revenge. I do not know why a good and loyal man would be so cursed. Perhaps you can find the answer and close the marble jaws of oblivion, bringing peace to his soul. I ask this as your emperor.
And your friend.
And your friend. I have one lesser request. Several years ago, I wrote a letter to the Queen of Daggerfall. It never arrived. The letter was of a sentimental and personal nature. If you find and destroy that letter, I will be grateful. Now, my champion, rest well this night, for tomorrow you sail for the kingdom of Daggerfall.
Dun-dun-dun. Hell yeah, always as epic. Oh, here we go. You wake and look around the room. Some hours ago, you were in a boat. En route. Like, on my way to Daggerfall, I guess. When a storm of supernatural strength boiled over the Iliac Bay like a malefic creature. Your boat was destroyed, but you managed to swim through the churning waters to a promontory rock. There you found a cave and expected the fury of the storm. Escaped the fury of the storm. I didn't expect it. You had only just lit a small fire when a mudslide sealed you within. Your fear of being buried alive calmed when you saw the corridor leading out of the cavern. Perhaps there is a way out of this cave after all. Once free of the cave, you can begin the Emperor's quest. Or I can completely ignore it. So this is like, do you want the tutorial? I'm gonna say no. It's just gonna give you like hints and stuff. This is a mod that I feel like doesn't really work. It's called Race is Redone, applying modern rules with full attributes. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I have no idea. And here's another thing. Do I want to start in a completely randomly generated dungeon? I think this is more something that I should do for like a live stream, because this could completely make me never get out of the dungeon. I could start in a tiny dungeon, or a dungeon that could honestly take me hours to get out of if I will ever get out of it. So I'm gonna say no. And this is a quest pack that gives me just like a shit ton of new quests all over in the world, and it's quite cool. So, as you can see, the game still kind of looks pixelated. It's because I have an effect on, which is like retro render mode. I do like this, don't get me wrong, I really do, but I love this, so hopefully you guys are fine with that. I mean, come on, this is way better. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna do YTLP01 and a quick save. We're gonna go and see what's up. Hey, I do have a tail. I do have a tail. Okay. We're gonna equip the shield, the armor, and the ebony dagger, because we are really gonna... Wow! I mean, I kind of look like a bard. Wait. We're gonna use a candle, and now everything is a little bit more lit. So here we go. Let's do this, guys. I'm super excited to do this. And by the way, this Let's Play is going to be going into parts, and they're just understand, like, my real life right now is busy all over the place. In my 7 days off, it's sometimes like super busy, and sometimes it's not. And when it's not, I sometimes just kind of want to go live on Twitch and talk to the people that come live to see me and just kind of relax. Because there is a little bit of a commitment to sit down alone in a room talking to a camera. There is a little bit of a commitment to do this. So, but I want to commit, of course. And with the retro reviews and such, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Yeah. So basically, when I hit, I'm not going through. There's a dice is rolling in the background, like a Dungeons and Dragons type of thing. So yeah, just a lot of stuff in the works, and I'm gonna keep saying it until it comes out. Sorry. 29 gold pieces, a chain. Can we add this? We can. And check this out. It goes on only my left shoulder. How cool is that? What is this? Rainwater. The hell is that? Let's save and let's continue. This is the beginning dungeon. I've gone through it 100 millions of times, but I'm gonna go 3 locations that I want to show, and then we're gonna leave the dungeon, because I want the game to open up to us. Because this is a hell of a game, guys. Ah. I wonder about... Oh, I don't have any spells. We're gonna have to buy some spells. I really thought I was gonna start with a spell. Strange. We're gonna save because we killed the bat. That's not a given. Here is where we might actually die. The freaking imp. Come on, just die. Oh my god, we got it. Wow. Got a loot. Leather right shoulder. Boom. So now we have leather on the right and chain on the left. How cool is that? This was also in Morrowind. You could do stuff like this, but in Oblivion and Skyrim, you was like, oh, you want this set or this set or this set? No, I want to have like one shoulder pad because I was fighting a bear 6 months ago and he bit the other shoulder pad off, and I haven't bought a new one. Like I want this though. A chain helmet. Man, we look good. I'm gonna save. We're gonna continue. There's 2 more places I want to go. In here. We can kill it. There's a rat. Very nice. I'm actually gonna... Until fully healed. We're gonna rest. And save. Next up, I'm sorry that I'm spoiling the surprise, but believe me, there's gonna be skrillion dungeons that are completely randomly generated that I will not know what is around the corner, but I just kind of want to show you. Down here is like a bandit, and a pretty nice loot pile with random loot, of course, but usually it's a pretty good one. So let's see if we can kill this guy. Yes, sir. An elven short sword and some knee pads or whatever it's called. I'm gonna save. We're gonna loot. We got some... Man, we are OP. Yeah, there's a lot of gore in this. And I have nudity off, but since I'm playing this in the vanilla mode, I guess there's gonna be some pachinkas out there. We'll see. Wow, we're actually doing really great. I'm an amazing bard. Okay, actually, that hurt. Yes, yes. Save. Next up is an archer. We're just gonna gun it. Oh, he doesn't have the bow. Oh, please don't do it. Oh, we barely survived that. We are actually doing great. Oh. What happened? No, I want to wear the... So I wonder, you guys tell me if you watched this far. Thank you. If you have watched this far, tell me, do you want me to skip the webcam? Or should I move it somewhere else that you might prefer? Let me know. Ah, I equipped the bow. Take the bow. Chain. This is left. Very nice. Well, how do I change my hand? Switch hand, H. That's the sword. That's the bow. We got the bow now. We gotta have a bow also. In here are some rats, but we are really low. So I'm gonna go and see if I can maybe rest down here until I'm fully healed. That would be great. I am successful. Alright, let's see if we can get those rats and smack them. I think there's 2 if I'm not wrong. We killed one shot. Ah. Very nice, Lake Jarvan. Don't know if there's a loot. Wow, looks great. There is a mod that I have that allows me to loot stuff in dungeons, like if I see like a pile of boxes, but don't really feel like it's working. Maybe it's just bugged with the beginning tutorial dungeon. That might... How does this work? I know there's a bear here. So, I'm gonna see if I can, like, sneak up on him. Oh my god. Fight me in this room, bear! Oh. Wow, we are doing great! In here is a bandit? Oh. An iron flail? We have wow, we are in good shape when we leave this dungeon, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That's a bat. Ah. We gotta get it. But I don't know why we didn't start with any magic. I mean, we're gonna have to buy some spells for sure. We didn't start with anything. What was in here? Oh, here he is. Okay. Gonna loot this. This is a lot of stuff we can sell. Before we go here, there's one place I want to show you. And I hope I can get there without... Oh, by the way, here's the map. Look at that. Look how old school and classic that is. And this was really clunky in the classic game. It was like you had to move it like this and this. But now you can use the mouse like this and do it really well and kind of see where you are. And you see, I say kinda because this is a very old dungeon crawling system. Like really like pen and paper classic. Which is nice. So here we are. I'm gonna hope I can kill this. Which is not working. Oh god. Well, we did save. We're gonna see this screen probably quite a lot. Shut up, bird. Our first death. We did go really far. Really far. So, yes, I saved here. Yeah. I wonder if we can do this. This is dangerous. Sometimes it spawns like a random enemy. And, oh, we leveled up. I'm gonna put my luck up to 50, because why not? Strength, willpower. Let's put up to 35 and strength up a little bit. You realize that all your life you have been coasting along as if you were in a dream. Suddenly, facing the trials of the last few days, you have come alive. True. Very true. Alright, let's I'm gonna save here. Let's try to, like, backstab. Wow. Okay. Second death. Ah! Yes. Okay. There's a lot of stuff like this in Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall where it does not, and I repeat, It does not explain this to you. There is a secret here. I can see it right there. There is some loot. This is just because I know this. There is some loot there. How do I get there? I can't climb over it. The ceiling is too low. I can't climb over it. Is there a button? Is there a button? Interesting. Very interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff like this in Daggerfall. But yeah, I'm supposed to be able to loot this, but I can't. I'm supposed to be able to interact with this, but maybe the mod is just not working, and that's fine. I'm cheating by using some mods, but it's just quality of life mods. It's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. So, I think that's it. I don't want to be destroyed by the skeleton. There's a huge skeleton here waiting for me. And this is a secret, by the way. There's a lever that makes this thing go up. And we're just gonna leave the dungeon now, guys. I can go in here. There's a path. I can go up there. I can go down here. And below the floor, there's another path. But we're gonna leave right now. There's gonna be a rat. We're gonna try to smack it. And I'm gonna save because I might actually die. I'm not gonna fight the things that are in there. There's 3 freaking things in there. There's a rat, bat, and imp, I think. I'm just wondering. The imp is dead. There's a rat. Oh, I can kill these. The imp is dead. That is interesting. They killed the imp. That is very interesting. The imp is a hard thing to kill. So here we go. We're gonna leave. This might take a little bit of a loading because I've heard the GOG version of the Daggerfall Unity is a little bit unstable, but I am so new to Daggerfall Unity that I have downloaded Daggerfall Unity like separately without the GOG thing and put mods in it, and I messed it up a lot and something is really wrong. So I just went over to the GOG version because it is on GOG.com, guys. You can go and get this right now. It's just full of bunch of mods already. Click and play. But it is a little bit unstable here and there. I've heard, and I have noticed some loading times. So yeah, jumping in. Here we go.